Hey guys, this is Random Sarah Grace and today I'm going to be filming a wig collection video so you get to see how I like style them and stuff like that. This is a half and half ASMR video, which means if you're clicking on this video and you don't know what ASMR is, it's to relax people. So it's kind of like an ASMR hybrid video because I'm speaking soft spoken, but I still want to be able to reach the people who they click on this video and want to know about wigs. I've actually got a really large light on my face at the moment so you can see the wigs, but this does mean that it will make them shiny because we're in artificial light. For some reason at 2 o'clock in the UK it is getting dark, so I was not expecting that, to be honest. I thought it was 3 o'clock to half 3 it got dark, but no. It's 2 o'clock. My face is going to be hella shiny, but we're going to ignore all that and try and get on with the video. If you use a hair bubble, hair tie thing, they are quite bulky and you can see them at the back of your head, so you want to try and keep it as thin as possible to put your hair up. So these are brand new actually, I've never opened them, so like that. How the heck am I going to get all my hair in that? So what you want to do is try and make sure that your ponytail is right at the bottom of your head, because if it's up here you will see with a wig over the head, you know, it'll be like a bulge. And then what you want to do is get your wig cap ready, and then you want to take your hair ponytail thing and just flip it up against your head so it looks something like you have a blonde mohawk. And you can pin it down if you want to, so I've just got some bobby pins here. Oh, went everywhere. Doesn't have to be much, just so it stays. But then you get this thing, your wig cap, stick it all over your head. Push all the hairs in and then pull it back, making sure all the hair is in. If the hair isn't in, you just want to get some hairspray and just stick it down, you know. And it should be almost flat. Obviously there's going to be a bit of a bump, but it should be almost flat. And what you can do is straighten your hair before that so that like it's all straight and it's really thin is what you want. A thin hairdo. If you're bald, even better. So the first wig I'm going to start with is my most recent wig, which I love so much. It is this blue wig. I get most of my wigs from AliExpress or Amazon, and this one was from AliExpress, this was from China, and it took 2 weeks to get to the UK, which isn't that bad to be fair, and it had tracking, so I don't like to brush my wigs because, especially if you see from this hair, it is very frizzy, and if I brush it it's gonna knot. So I will usually just get some like hair detangler and just spray it in and then just go through my hair like this. So as you can see, this is a purple. Again, it will look shiny because of the light, but it is a purple, dark blue and light blue. Sort of a teal colour, like a nice ombre. This one is my most natural looking wig, which is insane because it's the most brightest wig, but it looks the most natural because of its texture, I like to say, because it looks like kind of everyday sort of hair that we get when we wake up in the morning and we don't do anything. Most of my other wigs are quite straight and unnatural, and it just, you can really tell that they're wigs, and that's why I tend to go for more textured type of wigs. And it only cost me £10, so you can spend a lot more, but none of my wigs are lace front, so I just stick to like cheaper prices so I can get more wigs. You know, synthetic wigs just don't last long at all. If you don't take care of them, they won't last like 2 weeks, but if you wear them every day. But in general, synthetic wigs, whether they're lace or not, only last a few months because that's just the nature of them. Why spend more than like 30 quid for a wig when you know it's gonna die? So I'm just gonna put them on, but you can adjust like the clips inside. I have already done that. Well, they come off easily. I'll just leave them off because it's easier for me to get it on and off that way than to keep clipping it up and doing the whole thing again. Okay, so this is the blue wig. As you can see, it's very long. It goes like to my belly basically, and there is a lot of style needed to do with this one, so if you want you can get some hairspray, which is what I did, and just spray the fringe. Another thing that you can do is wear a hat, because then no one will know. I just have a beanie here. I'm going to stick it on like this and just kind of adjust it. Or you can even get a bobby pin and sort it out. You know, the fringe work on wigs does take a while to get used to, because most of them will come with fringes and you need to kind of like sort them out. I would just get like a bobby pin and stick it in, and then it will hold, you know, it'll last all day, because it'll get used to it, especially if you put hairspray on. There are a few little hairs here, I think, to help with it being thick, so you just push them in different places. And then there's this bit which is long, and you can have it behind the ears if you want, or just leave it there. So that's what this wig looks like. I'll just stand up so you can see. As you can see, it's pretty long, it goes just past the boobs. It looks like that. Pretty much goes with any outfit because it's just so out there and goes really well. I'd pair it with these shoes to match my outfit, because I'm wearing like maroon leggings. Literally this wig goes with any colour. Okay, so this is the next wig I got. I got this one from AliExpress, and this one was £15, so a bit more expensive. Alright, so as you can see, this one has a lot of texture to it. There's lots of layers, which I like, and it's pretty awesome. With this wig, I always wear a hat. I've never worn it straight out without a hat. Naughty. And this is the hat I always wear with it, which is this maroon colour. As you can see, maroon's my favourite colour. I think with the hat it looks gorge. And I love the little like waves and stuff. You know, bearing in mind I've had this wig now for about 2 years, and I don't wear it out that much, but when I do, I don't find it sheds. And it's kept its waves, which is really awesome. So I'm going to show you what this looks like all the way down. So this is what this wig looks like standing up. It's a really nice length, it looks really natural. And again, in the stores it does look a bit shiny though, which obviously because it's a synthetic wig, but outdoors it looks fab. Okay, so this is the next wig. Again, this has been worn a few times, so it is a bit rugged, if you like. I was sent this wig from Amazon to do a review, because on Amazon I was reviewing wigs a lot of the time, so I was getting things sent for free. And I didn't make YouTube videos, but I think I should have done really, instead of just doing Amazon reviews. But I messed up this wig because I decided to cut the fringe, and synthetic hair is a lot different from normal hair, and it tends to like clump up, and it makes it difficult to cut. And this happens. As you can see, there's like different layers, different areas. Right messed up that was. But yeah, that's what this looks like, and it has a lot of texture, but I like this wig because it's very like coarse. The last wig as well, this one, is very coarse, and coarser wigs tend to last better with durability, whereas thinner, like thin hairs, which I'm about to show you, just knot up and go crazy and don't last long at all. So it's always better to try and pay a little bit more for wigs, because they do most of the time have thicker fibres which are more durable. So this one has a lot of bounce, a lot of texture, which is really nice. And this one I believe is like £25 off Amazon. Like some things you can do with it, you can put it up if you wanted to, stuff like that. And again, with a hat, let's do a Merry Christmas hat. can put a hat over the top of it, which instantly helps the fringe. Yeah, that's this wig. Let's move on. This is the failure wig. This was supposed to be a Hannah Montana wig that I was going to cosplay and stuff, but I actually got this one from a completely different website and I have no idea what it was. But again, it was very a China sort of store, so it's very thin. The fibres are very thin, they're very soft, but then again, if fibres are thin and soft, usually they will not. So you can either have soft, gorgeous fibres, or you can have thick, dense, but will last longer fibres. So this one gets quite knotty very quickly. I would not wear this one out at all. I've completely ruined the fringe, because again, I tried to cut a fringe. Like Hannah Montana's full fringe. So this one didn't work at all. I don't even want to put this one on because it's not a wearable wig. This is the sort of one where if I was going to film an ASMR hair roleplay video, like cutting it up, it would be this one because I don't use it and I wasted it, literally. I destroyed it. So yeah, everyone has to have a blonde wig in their collection though, and this one just isn't it. Okay, so the next one I want to show you is another broken down wig. This one is a quarter length, so you're supposed to put it like halfway on your head without a wig cap, and you're meant to style your natural hair over it so it kind of like blends in. It's kind of like hair extensions. I've worn this one out a few times, but look at it. It's one of those thin, soft fibres, and it's all kind of, it's just a mess. It's absolutely disgusting. I've had this for a year, which is saying something because I've had that red one for 2 years and that one's still going fine. And this one is dead. It's so matted. I tried cutting it, like to give it some more life, but it's just dead. There's no life for it, unfortunately. It's not coming back. So yeah. Okay, this is another cute little wig. So this was again for cosplay, and this one has been baby powdered to the hell and back. Literally, there is so much baby powder in this that it's just flying off because this was really cheap. This was like £6, and it was from the same place that blonde one was from, but I can't remember what the name was. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description. But so this one was a really cheap wig, but it was very, very shiny, and I've not worn this one out because it is so shiny, even with baby powder. Everything, it's all just flying up and I'm breathing it in as well. This is literally just for cosplay. It wouldn't be to wear out. It's really thin, so there's no back, and it's so small. So I can't even wear it. It's just getting in my eyes, like the product. So I'm a bit disappointed with how shiny this one was. Most of my wigs aren't this shiny because this was an extent of shininess. Like, it was shiny. It was more shiny than my face, and it was just ridiculous. But it's really thick as well, which is a shame because it would have lasted a long time. But with a wig, I mean with a hat, this is what it would look like. Not much difference, to be honest. Yeah, so I wasn't really a fan of this one. Yeah, wouldn't recommend it. This next one, which you will have seen in my ASMR prom makeup video. This one again is really thin and soft, so it tangles so easily, and I've only worn it once. Yeah, so this is this wig. It's one of those wigs that I would not wear out. It's just a wig for a video maybe, or a picture, or cosplay for like Halloween. So it's kind of cute, but again, you just need to work on it and it just wouldn't last very long. How much was this one? I believe it was £8 or £10. But yeah, it is very long though. You could wear it to a festival, I guess, but yeah, don't expect it to last long. Okay, this next one I got off Amazon, I think for about £10. Most of them are about £10. This one has matted quite a bit and it has an awkward fringe, so I'm just going to try and just work it a little bit. Alright, so this is this wig. It looks better from like this side. Ow, big hair in my eye. So because this one's been sat in like a bag in a box for a very long time, it would need work on the fringe, but only like a bobby pin. Let's sort it out now. So yeah, has got a big fringe. Maybe you'd need a bit of heat to straighten it down a bit, but this one's really cute and it's very party-like. Hasn't really matted as much as I thought it had, so definitely could wear this one out. So yeah, it's just a natural brown sort of looking wig. My Game of Thrones Daenerys wig. This one was, I think, £15. It was more expensive because it's branded. Well, it's not branded, but it's the name of it, you know, and I wanted to get a silvery based one instead of a blonde one because I know in the books she's, you know, got silver hair, or at least looks like silver hair, not blonde like in the TV series. And yeah, but this one mats so quickly. Look at this. And these are curls, so you can't brush curls, otherwise they will go straight. You just want to lightly just put your fingers through it. But I've only worn this once, and that was for the cosplay video I did, and it has a little parting up here, but because I have dark hair, this doesn't work well with my head, and I will show you that. Queen Daenerys is coming to town. Everyone bow. I did not do that well at all. So as you can see, this shows, like, I think you'd have to get a lace front to wear this wig, because if you have dark hair like me, it is not going to work for you. Whereas if you have a lace, you could kind of like glue it down and fix the hairline, you know. So I do think it's a good quality wig in terms of the way it looks. I just wish they'd used a thicker fibre, and I don't know, we wouldn't have this horrible mess right here, because it's a shame. I've only worn it once. So yeah, that's all the wigs that I have. Don't have many, and a lot of them are unusable because of the thin fibre, and I wouldn't wear them out. If they have thicker fibre, I'm more likely to want to wear them out. The problem with, where's it gone? It's underneath a load of wigs. The problem with this wig, it has thin fibres, and this is my most favourite wig, so I'm really scared that this isn't going to last long at all. But this is probably the only wig that I'd probably buy again, because I really like this wig. I haven't had a wig that's like blown me away, and this is the one that has blown me away because this is what I want in real life. That's all my wigs. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!